Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where we are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Debbie and I'm from Warwickshire, and this is my twin sister Kelly from Shropshire.
Couple number two.
I'm Dale from South East London, along with my wife and Katha, also from South East London.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Tom, and this is my daughter Millie, and we live in Maidstone in Kent.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Keith. This is my wife, Orwin. We're from Monmouth.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. Devon must be missing an angel. It's my Pointless friend. It's Angela Rippon.
And welcome to all of you too. And it's good to see two newcomers, and Katha and Dale. Good to have you with us. And you're in good company today, so good luck.
Thank you.
I have to ask, Angela, how did you feel your first show went? How are you feeling generally?
I'm so glad that I have in my ear a comfort blanket who tells me what I should be doing next.
I don't think either. I mean, I'm not
Do
sure
you
you're
not
having
have a
to listen
comfort
to...
blanket?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I mean, I have people who tell me when I've gone wrong, but that's a discomfort blanket. Now, Robbie and Figo got through to the final last time, and they failed to win the jackpot, which means we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,500. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Remember, it's always the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that will be eliminated. If you don't wish to be that pair, simply keep your scores as low as you possibly dare. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is artistic terms. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns alternative definitions of terms used in art. Angela.
And what we're going to do is give you 7 definitions on each board of words that also have terms that are used in art, but they have a slightly different meaning. Now, we've added initials and the number of letters as additional clues. We just need you to work out the answers, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Here is our first board of 7 definitions of terms also used in art. A short, humorous scene or skit, often part of a TV comedy show. S6. A formal piece of writing published in an academic journal. P5. The floor of a wrestling or boxing ring. C6. The bushy tail of an animal, such as a fox. B5. Word for the ability to move freely, also used for a portable phone. M6. A person who claims to be able to communicate with the spirit world. M6. And line drawn on a map that connects points of equal depth or height. C7. There we are. Debbie, welcome back. It is your third and final show.
Yes.
My goodness. Tell us more about yourself, Debbie.
So I think I said before, I'm a paediatric physio, work mostly up in Birmingham.
You work in lots and lots of different hospitals.
Yeah, we're a big trust, so there's 4 hospitals part of our trust, so we move day to day for different clinics.
Oh, so you have a specific clinic in a specific place. It's not, you don't just go on call when you're required. I see. You don't have to say which one. Do you have a favourite hospital? Okay.
Yeah. There's one with easier parking and nice clinic space as well, so...
I was about to ask you which day of the week you were there, but that would give it away, so I won't ask that question.
No.
Debbie, what are we feeling about this board behind you? Is there anything there that is challenging you?
I think I'll go for a person who claims to be able to communicate with the spirit word as a medium.
Medium, says Debbie. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said medium? Medium is right. Down it goes 44. Very good. 44 for medium.
Yes, and of course, mediums or media are the different materials that you can use in art.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Now then, Katha, welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I'm an aspiring writer and I'm working on a manuscript for a fantasy novel.
Gosh, well done you. What age group is it at?
I'm hoping it will be adult, so
Adult.
fingers crossed.
Adult, fancy. Really good for you. You're not far from the end, you think?
I'm stuck somewhere in the middle, so as soon as I get out of the confusing middle, I'll be fine.
Good luck with that. That sounds fantastic. Now, how are we feeling about our artistic terms?
I'm going to guess. I think the bushy tail of an animal. I'm going to say brush.
Brush, says Nkata. Should we see how many of our 100 said brush? Brush is right. Down to go to 33. Very well done, our lowest score so far.
Lots of different brushes, of course, used by artists when they're painting. But there is one with a particularly rounded point at the top. It's known as a filbert. It's an Old English word for hazelnut, which is what the head of the brush actually represents and looks like.
Thank you very much. Indeed. Now then, Millie, welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Millie.
So I'm from Maidstone and I work as a social media marketing executive, but in my free time, I like to travel.
Very good. Where's been your favourite destination so far?
So last year, I worked at a summer camp in America for 2 months. So that was a really fun place to travel to.
It's a big deal in the US, isn't it?
Yes.
The summer camp. Because their holidays are sort of months long.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. But you loved it.
Yes, it was really fun.
And you would do it again.
I would, yeah.
There you are. Can't say fairer than that. Now, Millie, what are you going to go for on our board here?
I'll go for word for the ability to move freely and go for mobile.
You're going to say mobile. Shall we see how many of our 100 said mobile? Mobile is right. 57 for mobile.
And I bet you use yours a lot in the job that you do, don't you? And it is indeed, a mobile is a suspended sculpture with delicately balanced parts that move in air currents. Now, the American artist Alexander Calder was known for creating a mobile called Flying Fish, and it's sold at auction for almost $26 million. They usually go over babies' cribs, don't they? It must have been a very special baby that had that.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Now, Keith, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Keith.
When I retired, or semi-retired, I thought I'd have enough time to do an MA in classical studies. I've now got 2 weeks to go and I need to get home to finish the dissertation quickly.
Is it within reach, do you think? Do you think you can just about do it?
The word limit is, yeah. Whether the pass is within reach is a different question.
When you finished it, do you have any other academic attainments?
That's it. That's my lot. I'm going to play golf.
Good, though. Brilliant. Golf with an MA. It's a different kind of golf. This is your board now, Keith. What are you going to go do? If you want, you can talk us through all of those answers and fill in the blanks.
Yes. Sketch for the first one, paper for the second one, canvas for the third one. But the one I think I'm going to go for is the line of equal height, which is contour.
Contour, says Keith. Shall we see how many of our 100 said contour? Well, it is right. 57 is our high score, 33 is our low, and you passed them both. There we are, 19. Very well done indeed, Keith. 19 for contour.
Contour drawing, I tell you, I don't know how they do this, but it's apparently a technique where the artist doesn't actually look at the work, but maintains eye contact with the object that they're drawing. So if I was drawing you, Zand, I would be looking at you and trying to do this over here. I don't know how they do it. I mean, how clever is that?
Presumably the second phase of it is when they look at the canvas and just chuck it out and start again. That time they're allowed to do it.
Yeah, anyway, that got you 19, as you see, contour. And you did know everything on the board, so well done. You would have got 26 for canvas. Sketch had 30, but the lowest score on the board was the one that you said, paper, which had 9.
There we are. Thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 19, the best score of the past. Keith, very well done indeed. We travel up from there to 33, where we find Nkata and Dale, from there to 44, where we find Debbie and Kelly, and from there up to 57, where we find Millie and Tom. Tom, you will get the next board, and you're going to have to find that lovely low paper-type score, and that should be enough to get you through into the next round. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let us now put 7 more definitions of words that are also terms used in art up on the board, and here they come. We have BBC Current Affairs programme, first broadcast in 1953. P8, word used in the name of smaller breeds of Pinscher and Schnauzer. M9. Another name for the highest balcony area in a theatre. G7. A sense of relaxation when something unpleasant has not happened. R6. An argument or piece of evidence that establishes a fact. P5. Plant virus that can distort leaves and give foliage a mottled effect. M6. and a very small part in a film played by a noted actor or celebrity, C5. There we are. Owen, it is over to you. Welcome back to Pointless, by the way. Lovely to have you with us again. Tell us a bit more about yourself, Owen.
I'm very keen on tennis, watching,
Yes.
and when our daughter was young, she's a very good tennis player, so I did a lot of watching her play, and I was very, very good at the theory. But when I retired, I took it up to the practices
Yes.
as well. So
So when you started putting it into practice, how did you find that?
the theory took a long time to
Yes.
be evident.
To translate.
Yes, that's right.
But is it getting there, or have you put it
yes.
to one side? Well, that's good.
Yeah, I enjoy it, so that's
Yeah,
the main
exactly.
thing.
That's the main thing. Now, Owen, you're on 19. A score, even at this early stage of 37, would be enough to get you into the next round. What would you like to go for on this board?
I think I'm going to go for the sense of relaxation, which is relief.
Relief. Let's see if that's right. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with relief? Yes, you can, is the answer. Down it goes to 32. Needed 37, got 32, takes your total up to 51. You are in round 2. Very well done.
And in sculpture, relief is a piece in which the shapes or the figures actually project out from the background. Rodin's piece, The Gates of Hell, is a very famous example of a piece of relief.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Now then, Tom, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Tom.
Yeah, so as I mentioned on the last programme, I used to play croquet, and I was going to take croquet up again. But unfortunately, my croquet club closed this summer. I turned 60 this year. So with the help of my 16-year-old son, George, I've started going to the gym, and he acts as my personal trainer.
Well, that's good. Do you get cross with him at all? Does he shout at you and say, come on, let's do another 10?
He doesn't quite appreciate that I'm 60.
No.
So the weights go on my back, and they keep piling on my back.
But are you making terrific progress, though?
He doesn't think so.
Oh, but you do. That's all that
I think
all
so,
that
because
matters.
I was in the gym yesterday and I was able to walk into the studio today, which was sort of quite an
This is
achievement.
progress. Definitely progress. Now, Tom, you're on 57. You are currently our high scorers, but we need a lovely low score from you, and that could change everything.
I've got to go for the top one, Panorama.
Panorama says, Tom, there we are. You're on 57. There's no red line for you as you're the high scorers. How many of our 100 said Panorama? Panorama is absolutely right. Down there goes to 40, taking your total up to 97.
Panorama. It is a narrative scene or landscape. It's popular in the 18th and 19th centuries, and they have been described as being the predecessor of the motion picture film.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Now then, Dale, welcome to Point. It's good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
By day, I'm a civil servant. By night, I like to ferment things. Sourdough, beer, cider, sodas.
What's the most exciting recherche thing you have fermented?
Probably beer is the one that I go to the most often, and I've done all sorts of different types. So Belgian beers, German beers, English beers, American.
That's very good. Well, congratulations, Dale. By the way, you're on 33. 63 or less gets you into round 2. What are you liking the look of?
The one that I'm going to go for is another name for the highest balcony area in the theatre, which is gallery.
Gallery, says Dale. Shall we find out if that is right? Here is your red line. Gallery. Gallery's good. Gets you through as well. Down it goes to 27. Our second lowest score so far. Very well done, taking a total up to a lovely round 60.
If you're in Manchester, the back gallery there displays art by professionals and local people on back alleys and passageways that are in the area, which I think is a lovely thing to do, isn't it?
Well, isn't that a lovely thing?
Yeah, brighten up the alleys.
Exactly, quite right. Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Now then, Kelly, welcome back. Let's hear more about you for this final appearance.
I'm Kelly. I'm a maths teacher, and we've got a canoe, and we go up and down the rivers of England.
Wow. Just, is it a double canoe? Or...
Well, we get my 11-year-old in it as well, but me, my husband, and my son Norbert in the middle.
That's fine. How far do you go in a day?
The longest we've done was 20 miles.
That's a very long way.
Yeah.
Very. And do you then come back, or do you then have someone picks you up?
We do it with the Shrewsbury Club, and there's a shuttle normally, so someone...
That's good.
Parks
Yes,
the
it's a
car at
bit
the end.
annoying, particularly if you then had to turn around and go upstream. That's no fun. Nobody likes that. Now, Kelly, you're on 44. 52 or less gets you into round 2. What are you going to go for? Would you like to talk us through the board?
The second one is a miniature. The argument for a piece of evidence, I think, might be a proof. I don't know the leaf, but could be mosaic, but I'm not sure of that. And then the small part of a film played is by a celebrity would be cameo. I'll go for cameo.
You are going to go for cameo for the bottom one. Should we see if that's right? Here's your red line. Can we get you below that with cameo? Cameo's right. Gets you through. Look at that, down to go to 45, taking your total up to 89. Very well done indeed.
I have to say, Kelly, I do wish you had gone with one of the others that you knew, because you would have got a really, really low score. We've got miniature there, which is the breeds. That would have got you 24. An argument is a proof. That was 21. But my goodness, if you had only said mosaic out loud, it was 3. And actually, I have to congratulate you, because that was one that absolutely stumped me. Had you heard that one before?
Absolutely no idea.
No. So well done.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. That brings us to the end of our first round. It also means we have to say goodbye to our first pair of the afternoon. Tom and Millie, I'm afraid you are that pair. It will have to be your third show when we see it all the way through to the final. We'll look forward to that. But thank you very much for playing today, Tom and Millie. For the remaining 3 pairs, now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. You were all terrific in that first round. And look, here it is, round 2, your reward for that terrificness. Keith, you were our lowest individual score of 19 from you. Very well done indeed. And Keith and Orwin, our lowest combined scorers. So it's all going on that third podium. Well done, everyone, though, and best of luck, because our category for round 2 today is 4-letter words. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words formed by replacing a single letter of the word park as they could. Angela.
We're looking for any 4-letter word found in the online version of the Collins Dictionary that can be formed by taking the word park, changing one of its letters. Now, the remaining letters must be kept in their original positions. So get your thinking caps on.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Debbie, we come to you first.
I'll change the K to an S for pars.
Pars, says Debbie. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? That is very good indeed. Pars, 3.
Yeah, a little celebration there. I'm not surprised to get 3. Pars is used in prescriptions in American English, and it means parts.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Cartha, what new words can we make by changing one of the letters of park?
I'll replace the P with S and go for sark.
Sark. Shall we see if that's right? Shall we see how many of our 100 said it? Sark. It is absolutely right. And that goes down to 7. Brilliant.
Ah, well, as a writer, you're on the money there, aren't you? Because sark, it's a Scots word for a shirt, as in the phrase cutty sark, which was originally a short shirt. And the ship actually got its name from the use in Robert Burns' poem, A Tam O'Shanter.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Orwin, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to change the K to an E for pear, P-A-R-E.
Pear. Shall we see how many of our 100 said pear? Pear is right. Down to 19 for pear.
Yes, you're all getting really low scores on this. Pare means to reduce something, such as to pare the skin from a piece of fruit or pare the number of employees in a business.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. 3, Debbie, the best score of the past. Very well done indeed. From there, we travel to 7, where we find Cartha and Dale. And from there up to 19, where we find Olwen and Keith. I mean, you're a little bit ahead there, but not wildly. Keith, let's see if we can get a lovely low-scoring answer from you in the next pass. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, so Keith, remember, we are looking for words that can be formed by changing a single letter of the word park.
OK, I think I'll change the A to an E for perk.
Perk, says Keith. Let's see if that's right. There's no red line for you as you're the high scorers at the moment. Let's see what happens when we say perk. Perk is right. 39 for perk, taking your total up to 58.
And you could have had two meanings for this, because as well as a perk being a special benefit of your job, like getting a car as a perk, it's also used to describe, of course, as we all know now, because we hear it happening all the time in coffee shops, coffee being made in a percolator. The coffee will start to perk in 5 minutes, says the barista, and 10 minutes later it arrives.
There we are, as we discovered from Friends.
As we did discover from Friends.
There we are.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Now then, Dale, you are on 7, which means 50 or less gets you into the next round.
I am going to change the P for an L and have lark.
Lark. What? Larks. Let's see if that's right. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that with lark. Well, down it goes. Oh! 51. The lark didn't descend far enough, taking your total up to 58, which means we have a tie. My goodness.
And, of course, the skylark is known for its display flight, but it actually nests on the ground. And I wonder if the skylark actually does lark around when it's in the sky as well as singing.
I think it must do.
It must do, mustn't it? It
I'm
has
sure
to.
if you see them, I'm sure they fly.
That's what it's doing. It's larking about.
Yes, larriking.
It's larriking.
I think so. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Kelly.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness, you are on 3. 54 or less gets you into the head-to-head. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to change the R for a C for pack.
Pack. Let's see if that's right. Here is your red line. Pack. Can we get you below that? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. That goes down to 17. 17 for pack, taking your total up to 20.
Yeah, here's an interesting statistic about packs. A pack of wolves usually has anything between 5 and 12 members. But there was once in Yellowstone Park in America a pack of wolves that were known as the Druid Peak Pack. And it had 37 wolves in the pack. You wouldn't want to meet them on a dark night, would you?
No.
No.
Thank you very much. No. Well, now, listen, this is very exciting. We are in a tied scenario. Yes, which means I'm going to take a further answer from each of the tied pairs, starting with the pair nearest the column. So Dale and Nkatha, you can confer and come up with another answer.
I think so. Yeah. We're going to keep the word as park, but change the K for a C.
Change the K for a C. OK. Keith and Orwin, what would you like to do?
I'm going to change the P to an N, narc.
Narc. OK, so we have park with a C and we have narc. In the order they were given, Dale and Nkatha, you have gone for park, but with a C. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. Oh. Oh. Bad luck. That is incorrect and scores you 100 points. 158 is your total. Now then, Orwin and Keith, you are saying narc, N-A-R-K. You get a red line, right up there. Let's see where we end up with narc. It's right. It ends up at 10, but it had done its job the minute it was right. That takes your total up to 68, and that means you are through to the next round.
As for park, if we were using the Collins French dictionary, it would have been correct, because P-A-R-C is the French word for park, but it ain't in the English one, I'm afraid. We've got 3 pointless answers. P-A-I-K, pronounced paik, is a Scots and Northern England term for to thump or whack something. Para, now, it is an abbreviation, and we do say we don't take abbreviations. However, para is also a unit of currency in Serbia, where it is 1/100th of a dinar. And yark, Y-A-R-K, an archaic word meaning to make ready. So if you've got any of those at home, well done as we yark for the next round.
Very nice indeed, Angela. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, that is the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye to our second pair, Dale and Encartha. But you've been brilliant. I have no doubt you will take it much further next time we see you. But thank you so much for playing, Dale and Encartha. But for our two remaining pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Debbie, Kelly, Owen and Keith. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,500. However, before we play the head-to-head, let's see if we can't throw some more money into that jackpot by finding a couple of pointless answers. This is just for fun. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many parts of a Formula One car as they could. Angela.
Well, you all watch the programme, so you know what happens here. We give you 6 options. Now, 2 of them are scoring, 2 of them are pointless, and 2 of them have nothing at all to do with Formula One cars. And we'll give you £250 in the jackpot for each of the pointless answers that you're able to come up with.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you find the 2 pointless answers from these 6 parts of a Formula One car? We have duocoque, halo, lower wishbone, Fleetwood chain, side pods, roll hoop. If anyone has anything to shout out and share with the group, please do.
Fleetwood Mac did the theme tune, so I don't... the chain. Fleetwood chain was the theme tune to the racing.
I think halo's often to do with the head, whether that's part of it, like the bit that comes at the back.
OK, so Debbie and Kelly, what would you like to nominate?
Should we go for halo? Halo. We'll go for halo.
We're going to go for halo. Should we find out if halo is a pointless part of a Formula One car? Halo's right. Down to 3. Owen and Keith, what would you like to go for?
We'll try duocoque.
OK, duocoque. Should we find out if that is a pointless part of a Formula One car? Oh, bad luck. Bad luck.
A monocoque is a type of chassis which is used in Formula One, but the duocoque, sorry, no, that's not a correct answer. You were absolutely right on the halo, of course. It is the curved bar that actually protects the driver's head if the car rolls over. And you were right about Fleetwood Mac. The chain by Fleetwood Mac was a theme to the BBC's coverage of Formula One racing. But let's go down the rest of the board. Can you answer any of them? Do you think,
I could have a guess. I think lower wishbone sounds like... So I imagine that's a scoring correct answer.
It's a pointless answer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's part of the double wishbone suspension system on a car. How about side pops and roll hoop?
Should we say side pods is pointless?
No.
No, but let's not say that.
No,
let's say roll hoop is pointless.
Let's say roll hoop is pointless, because that's the hoop structure that sits above and behind the head. And again, is another protection. The side pods improve the airflow between the front and the rear wheels, and that would have scored you a 2.
There we are. But thank you very much indeed. And bad luck, we didn't find any pointless answers, but we've just learnt a lot about Formula One cars. Thank you very much for that, Angela. OK, let's play the head-to-head. As ever, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. You're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Here is our first question, and it is all about the UK's best places to live in 2024, Angela.
Well, if you wanted to know where to live, you should have gone to the Sunday Times, who published in 2024 a list of the best places to live in the United Kingdom. Now, we're about to show you 5 towns and cities that appeared on that list, along with every other letter in their names. Please tell us which you think is the most obscure answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 terribly desirable places to live in the UK. Here they come. A. A-E-G-V-N-Y. B. C-E-K-N-E-L. C. P-R-S-E-A-T. D. N-R-H-B-R-I-K. And E. M-L-O-K-Y-E. There we are. Debbie and Kelly, you get to go first.
Yeah. We'll go for D, North Berwick.
You're going to say North Berwick. North Berwick, D. Owen and Keith.
A, Abergavenny.
You're going to go for Abergavenny for A. So Debbie and Kelly went for North Berwick for D. Should we see how many of our 100 people said that? North Berwick. North Berwick, absolutely right. Down it goes to 19. Not bad at all. Meanwhile, Olwen and Keith have gone for beautiful Abergavenny, A. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Abergavenny. Abergavenny is right. That goes down to 34. Well done, Debbie and Kelly. After one question, you are up 1-0.
Yes, and in fact, Abergavenny, of course, with a name like that, it was voted the best place to live in Wales. The other one that you got there was North Berwick. And interestingly, North Berwick was voted not just the best place in Scotland, but it was the best place overall in the United Kingdom to live. And it is the very first time that somewhere in Scotland has been chosen as the overall winner. As for the others, where would you like to have lived, do you think?
I did briefly live in Clerkenwell,
Yeah.
in B, so I lived
That was
there
7,
for a few
would have got you
years.
that. 7, that was correct.
I would adore to live in Port Stewart, though.
You know Port Stewart,
I
do you?
do, yeah.
Yes, well,
Lovely place.
Sadly, not very many of the 100 people that we talked to knew it because it's a pointless answer. Nobody got it right, but
There
you would
we
have
are,
done. There you go.
absolutely. Oh, it's a beautiful... But I think that's possibly why it's so lovely.
Yes.
Nobody
goes
knows about
there.
it, you see.
No.
Yes.
And the final one,
I think that is the indoor skiing
ski slopes.
Milton Keynes.
It is. And
Yes.
Milton Keynes would have got to 57, so that was a very,
Marvellous.
very high score indeed.
OK, now, here comes your second question. Orwin and Keith, you get to answer this one first. So good luck. You need to win it to stay in the game. Our second question is all about famous walls, Angela.
Well, what we're going to do is give you 5 clues to well-known things that are connected in some way with the word wall. Now, we've included the initials of the answers as additional clues, and we just want you to give us your best answer.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so let's reveal our 5 wall clues, and here they come. British graffiti artist who published a collection of his work in the 2005 book Wall and Peace, B. New York borough in which the financial thoroughfare known as Wall Street is located, M. Word that comes before wall in the name for the invisible barrier which exists between actors and their audience, F. Stage name of DJ Nick van der Wall, whose hits include Hey Mama and Give Me Everything, A. And nursery rhyme character who fell off a wall and could not be mended by all the king's horses or all of his men, H. D. There we are, Owen and Keith.
I think we'll go for firewall for number 3.
For number 3, firewall. Firewall between actors and their audience. Debbie and Kelly, would you like to talk us through that board?
The top one's Banksy. The next one, I think, is Manhattan. I think it's the 4th wall. And we don't know the DJ, and then Humpty Dumpty at the end.
Should we go for Banksy?
We'll go Banksy.
We'll go Banksy.
You're going to
at
go
the
for
top.
Banksy at the top, the graffiti artist. So we have firewall and Banksy. Let's see what happens when we say firewall. Yeah, I'm afraid firewall incorrect, which means Debbie and Kelly, you merely have to be correct with this answer to win the point and go through to the final Banksy. Is it right? It is right. Very well done indeed. It goes down to 58, but crucially it was right, and it means after only 2 questions, you are straight through to the final 2-0.
Yes, the New York borough, Manhattan, you got that right. 51 people got that right. The word that comes before wall, as you say, yes, it is indeed the 4th wall, not the firewall. I think an actor giving a performance in front of a firewall would
wouldn't
be
go down
giving
the top,
a pretty
no.
electric performance, wouldn't
Yeah.
they? Yes. That scored 13. The one at the bottom, of course, everybody would have got that. It was the highest scoring one with 74, which was, of course, Humpty Dumpty. And do you know the name, the
Do you know
stage
it?
name of it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yes, it's...
It's going to irritate you now.
No,
isn't
it's
it,
going
if
to
you can't
really annoy me.
remember?
It's going to be one of
Yes.
those... Oh, it's not Adamski or something like that, is it?
No.
It's not. No, that was someone else. Is
no,
it?
no. Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
OK, I'll tell you at home as well, in case you haven't got it. It would have scored 4, and it's Afrojack.
OK, phew.
Yeah.
That's OK. Fine. That's fine. I'm one of the 96.
You're relieved now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. Thank you very much indeed, Angela. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head, and it means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Olwyn and Keith. Brilliant progress today through to the head-to-head. We will see you again for your third and final appearance next time, when I hope we can take it one step further. Thank you very much, meanwhile, Olwyn and Keith. For Debbie and Kelly, though, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Congratulations, Debbie and Kelly. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,500. Well, this is as it should be on a third show. You know, I mean, you haven't done particularly badly on previous shows, but you've really shone on this third show through to the head-to-head as our golden couple. And now here you are in the final. What would you like to see come up?
Oh, 18th century French mathematicians.
Flags, maybe?
Don't know.
Well, listen,
A mix,
it sounds
maybe.
like you are amply qualified to answer whatever we throw at you. There'll be something up there by the sounds of things. Let's see what today's selection looks like. We offer you these. Work and play in pop songs, The Apprentice, Eggs, the Men's Cricket World Cup 2023. What do we think?
Should we put eggs? What do you think? Or work and play in pop songs?
Either.
Work and play in pop songs?
Work and play in pop songs.
Work and play in pop songs. There we are. Angela.
Yes, no 18th century mathematicians, I'm afraid. But what we are looking for is the name of any artist or act that has had a UK top 40 single that contains either the word work or the word play anywhere in its title up to the end of July 2024, according to the official charts.com. Now, EPs are not going to count, but double A sides are counted. Work and play can appear as standalone words in the title of the records, or they can appear as part of any longer word, such as homework or playtime. So you've got quite a range there, and the very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Right, Debbie and Kelly, you now have up to 60 seconds to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. You get 3 pointless answers and we'll throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Working 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah, Dolly Parton.
Kate Bush had This Is Women's Work.
Oh, that'd be a good
Women's
one.
Work, I think it's called.
Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child had something, I'm sure it's called Work or something, and it's Work It something, so that's another one.
Work It.
Yeah, I think so. But it's the...
There's also, is there a Work It Out? Work It Out.
So let's go with Dolly Parton.
Working 9 to 5. Women's Work. Work
It's the act that we need. So.
Oh, the act?
Yeah, so...
Kate Bush. Kelly Rowland.
And Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to think if there's any others whilst we've got the time. Playtime. Homework. Play.
We're all playing.
Your mind goes blank, doesn't it,
Is
when you're on
there
here?
one? Anything?
Playtime.
10 seconds
I'm
left.
sure we'll think of loads by
No,
time.
no,
Yeah,
no,
we've got 3 though.
We've
so
got
that's-
3.
I think the Kate Bush is a good one, to be honest.
Right, yeah.
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. What can you give me?
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush,
Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland,
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. Of those 3, which is your best shot, do you think, at a pointless
Kate
answer?
Bush.
Kate Bush.
OK, Kate Bush goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Dolly, I think.
Yeah,
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, those are all for the work
It's all for
category.
work.
Yeah, sorry.
Very good.
All work, no players.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have Dolly Parton, Kelly Rowland, and Kate Bush. If one of these turns out to be pointless, you'll be living here with £2,500. What would you like to do with that? Debbie, I'm going to ask you first.
I've got a 7-year-old football mad son, Max, and I've promised him a new football if I win the money. We've got about 30 at home already, but he's always wanting more. So we'll start with a football and maybe a new
start
kit.
with a football.
And maybe a new kit as well.
Oh, maybe. Kelly, how about you?
Well, I've got a 43-year-old husband at home who'd want another canoe, but I think I was... I think I might give it to charity. I had a lot of support from the Lyndon Davis Cancer Fund a few years ago, so...
OK, well, very, very good indeed. Let's hope one of these answers can win that jackpot for you. Your first answer was Dolly Parton. In this case, in fact, in all three cases, we're looking for acts with UK Top 40 singles with the word work in the title. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dolly Parton. Bad luck. Dolly Parton, an incorrect answer. Let's not dwell on that. Let's move straight on to Kelly Rowland. Exactly the same criteria. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said Kelly Rowland for £2,500? Might she be pointless? Kelly Rowland, absolutely right. Dolly Parton, unfortunately incorrect. Kelly Rowland, absolutely on the money. Down we go. £2,500 is yours if this goes all the way down to 0. Down we go. Through the single figure, still going down with Kelly Rowland to 2. This is an amazing answer. Annoyingly, we only accept pointless answers in this last round, so we have to move on to your third and final answer, which I think is another cracking answer. Kate Bush, same criteria. Shall we find out if Kate Bush is pointless? Might she win you £2,500? Kate Bush, absolutely right. Dolly Parton, incorrect. It turns out Kelly Rowland, right. Took us down to 2. Kate Bush now taking us down through the teens. Into single figures with Kate Bush still going down. Down we go with Kate Bush. Oh, to 1. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's just cruel. Down to 2, then down to 1. That's a brilliant answer. This Woman's Work by Kate Bush. Oh, I'm afraid you therefore don't win today's jackpot, but you do take home today's Pointless Trophy, so very, very well done indeed for that. And you have been brilliant right across the show, Debbie and Kelly.
Yes, what's also quite cruel is, of course, Dolly Parton, everybody thinks about working 9 to 5, but actually the title of the song is 9 to 5 without the word in it at all. Let's have a look at some of the pointless answers, starting with acts of UK Top 40 singles that have work in the title. We've got Donna Summer, She Works Hard for the Money. We've got Katy Perry, Firework. Stevie Wonder, We Can Work It Out, is his Beatles cover. And The Verve, The Drugs Don't Work. Everyone was pointless apart from the following acts, who all scored points. Rihanna, The Beatles, Fifth Harmony, Drake, Beyoncé, The Saturdays, Britney Spears, and, as you said, Kelly Rowland and Kate Bush. Moving on now to acts of UK Top 40 singles that have got play in the title. Anne-Marie, Don't Play. Eurythmics, There Must Be an Angel Playing With My Heart. Ayaz, Replay. And Wild Cherry, who had Play That Funky Music. In fact, every act in that category was pointless, apart from Jennifer Lopez, Dave and the Backstreet Boys. So well done at home if you did get a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Angela. And thank you so much, Debbie and Kelly. I'm sorry you didn't win today's jackpot. That will therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £3,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Angela.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.